Blarla. Hello peeps and welcome back to 2 Point Hospital. Welcome back to Tumble, where I've been doing an awful lot of staff training. You can see over here I've added a couple more training rooms, and we've got lots of training courses going on pretty much all of the time at the moment. Things are starting to calm down. We had no queues a moment ago, but I've put some customer service training on, which has started a queue over here. And this has just started as well. We're starting to get quite a lot of people wanting fluid analysis. So we might keep an eye on that situation. See if we may need to toy with the idea of having another one. Not really sure. Not really sure. So, while I was training, look what I did, everybody. Look what I did. So, we have the little gym area here for people to work out. Do you know, I think I might even like to have this maybe slightly on the drawn. That might be nice. So there we go. We've got a little kitchen area for them. We've even installed the luxury drinks machine, Moose Juice. And we'll be able to see actually in items. Moose Juice not only reduces thirst, there you go, it says increases happiness, so that'll be really great for them. We have our little television area, our little living room. We've made a little nook for the bean bags to hang out. We've snuck a radiator back here, and as you can see, look, I mean, we might get some debris down here with earthquakes, but we'll see how it goes. But for the now, that seems to be quite nice. We've still got our little telephone nook, and we've made a little seating area back here because we had the space. I think it's a rather splendid staff room that I allow janitors and nurses to use. Yeah, pretty happy with it. Pretty happy with it. It's very, very luxurious. Right. Oh, more training has completed, and we're able to promote more people. As always, I've got my 4 training rooms so that we can do doctor, nurse, janitor, assistants, that sort of business. Because we've got quite a lot of training to do here. So I think that we will train them in ward management. We managed to get a 3rd nurse for here. So it's a little bit better. And I thought that maybe we could work on this ward today. That might be nice, right? As it's a little bit weird, this ward, isn't it? It's a little bit weird. So maybe we could pop that radiator under there, like that. That works. And maybe we can have a new nurse's desk here, so they can come into the ward and see the nurse. In addition to that, we could have a new one of these. It might help us create a little bit of a nurse area here. So we put a couple of those in, maybe? I don't know. Might actually get rid of them. We'll have one. But otherwise, I might... What do we think? Maybe we could increase the nurse's space. Don't know. This seems a bit pokey though, doesn't it? Don't know. I like making like little areas for the nurse. But this isn't. I'm not sure that this is working for me, because I also like them to have like a filing cabinet. You know, I want them to have filing cabinets. It's a little bit weird, isn't it? It's a little bit weird. Unless they go the whole run of this place. Deep storage. Deep storage for the nurses. Maybe some lockers for them. Could we get 3 in there? No?
You're listening to Harrison Wolf.
Hello, Harrison.
On 2-Point Radio.
If you ever get the chance, pay a little visit to Grog Bin's Ring late at night.
Then what we'll do?
I like to hang out there in a haze of smoke and just
Will this
see
fit?
what happens.
Yeah.
You'd be amazed how many.
So it's like their little nursing nook. It's a bit of an odd one. It's probably one of the strangest ones I've ever... Sorry, I'm going to take that away. Probably one of the weirdest ones I've ever made. To be honest. But we could put a couple of these in. And then these that I like. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh dear. I missed that mail. Oh, look, we're still getting them all. Just the no deaths one that's the issue.
Warning. Seismic activity detected.
Yeah. Look at that light fitting on the floor. That's not good. Is it me? Or is this space a little bit small? No, he seems to be perfectly alright with it, doesn't he? Seems to be perfectly alright with it. Hey ho. Alright. Well, if they're happy with it, they're happy with it.
Janitor called to repair dehumidifier.
There we go. And then on the wall we can have, you know, the notice boards and things. This one's slightly... Oh. There we go. Yeah, we could have like pictures and stuff, you know. We've got the pictures for the nurses that I like to have. Their certificate. And I like to have a clock. Still getting over this cold. Getting there though, getting there. Yeah, that's kind of nice. And then for their needs, I think actually, yeah, look, we have this water fountain for people to enjoy. That might be nice. Now, we do have another nurse's desk, which we're probably going to keep, to be fair. Probably going to keep that. But I'm not quite sure where I want to put it. Maybe here. Maybe here. And then we can make this nurse's nook about here. And then we can start with the ward beds. Like that. You know. Put this here. Get the ward beds going. Let's put in our little sweet dispenser for them. That'll be fantastic. Excellent. Excellent. Let's get rid of this. Now. Bit warm, isn't it? Bit warm. Maybe.
I had a call from a patient in a local hospital who says they just had an earthquake. Either that or their experimental treatments are getting out of hand.
Not quite sure where we could put this. Maybe. Oh, it does make it warm though, doesn't it? It does overdo it. I mean, how warm are you? See, it is on the low side. It is on the low side. If I pull that out. So we've got a large radiator there. So if we add a large radiator here, I think that's all right, isn't it? And then it gets cold at this end. If we then put just a normal one here, that, oh yeah, that looks toasty. That looks toasty, everybody. Right. Let's put that there. Now I really like the idea of taking advantage of these things. But typically she's in the bed right now. And these take up a lot of space. I kind of wish that they could go above beds. I would love that if they could go above beds. You know. Or, you know, if you had one next to a bed, but then you can't do anything with it. It takes up a whole amount of space. And I think I would rather have, I mean, I know that this gives the treatment and diagnosis power boosts, but I think I'd prefer to have the bedside table, which adds prestige to the room. Do you know what I mean? I think that's sort of where I am on it. What do you think? Let me know what you think, everybody. I'd like to know what you think. So we will pop them in, I think, like this. I think this is how we're going to make it. I also really like the idea of having these little chairs so that, you know, you can have visitors being able to sit down, you know, sort of, but they don't really work out too well either. Game hasn't been designed that way. Now, I don't think we can have this bed. I don't think that bed's going to work, to be honest. Now, let's see. Where do we want the first bed up here? Shall we block things off just a little bit and start here? No? Maybe we won't. Maybe we will. We might have a little area. Because we've got... Oh, look. Forgot about, like, these items. Look, we've got this as well. This is exciting. We should definitely have this item about the place, shouldn't we? A little area for these. What have we got in recommended for ward? Well, that's alright then. That's alright. Okay, so just one of these maybe. We could have that with the chair. Like this. Yeah? I think that's alright. We could have hand sanitizer here. Maybe that's what we could do with this odd space here. Let's get another hand sanitizer in. Oh, look, we're ignoring the hostel. We can hear it all donging away. That's nice. Pretty pleased with that. Although, I feel like it needs a picture or something. What about the Jasmine Odyssey one? Do I not have that one yet? Between this and my stream, because I stream this game as well, we've just been doing Duckworth. I don't know. I get confused about what's going on where. Right. We should... Oh dear. Logan. Oh, it works apparently. Didn't do anything. So we should look at doing a bit more training. So what have we got here? So this doctor could do with some training in GP. Fantastic. We've got so many ward nurses to go, but I think it would actually be really nice to get this nurse in treatment too. And you know what? Orlando here can join. That would be great. That's nurses. Assistants. Oh, look. Logan here. Can have training. And what have we got going on here? Do you know what? I think upgrades. Fantastic. And talking about upgrades, should we do an upgrade? That one's good. This could have an upgrade. Fantastic. Right. Look at them. Look at them. All gathering. Right. Okay, so we've got this little area. And we want to start getting sorting out these beds. Like I say, it may not have loads more beds in it. But personally, I am more than okay with that. It's not really about the volume. It's about how nice the ward is. So we'll move these together. Like this. People keep telling me to spam gold awards everywhere. No. We're going to... I mean, there is a time and a place for gold awards. This isn't one of them. I like to have these pictures above the bed. And that's it all about it, really. Let's move this. I like a saw. It just means that we might be able to move their bed away from that window, which would be nice because it's not quite working for me under the window like that. Don't know about you. It's not really working for me. There we go. Didn't want to kick him out of bed, so we've done it the right way. There we go. And then we can put the creme de la creme dog painting in there. Beautiful. That's lovely. I mean, we could ram in loads more beds, but I don't want to. This seems to be functioning perfectly well. So, you know, why mess with it? It's totally fine. We can always see about getting more nurses if we need to. I think we should have a couple of plants.
If you smell something suspicious, please fill out form 37B.
37B. Should we pop it? I think we'll have a couple of plants like that. And I tend to like to shove in some more of these. So we've got some spares. And it just takes up those sort of spaces quite nicely, I feel. We need a clock here.
Reporter Sally Fig Blanket visited some local hospitals for her latest piece, and you'll be able to enjoy it just as soon as
I'd like to
you
put a
figure out
Jasmine
how to
Odyssey
show
picture
it
up
to
here,
me
but I
over
can't, so we
radio
will put a
set.
gold one just there. That will be fine. So we could put some pictures up here and that, but I don't know. I kind of like how it is. Now, can we fit one of these here? No, because of the bottom of the bed, then the radiator, and then this can't because, yeah, don't think. No, it's problematic. It is problematic. I want to use them, but not if I'm risking this looking sort of quite nice. It's just not going to happen. Important food information. I like to make sure that people are reading that kind of information. But there we are. I think that's pretty good. Pretty pleased with it. I think the ward is looking great. Everybody. Oh dear, what's happening with you? Would you like to go home? There we go. Let's promote them. Excellent. Yeah, you know, it's I'm wondering if a staff room in here would be good for the staff working in this area, because if you look at it, a lot of them, well, I suppose these nurses can go here, but this doctor would have to go to here. It's a long way, isn't it? I think it's probably a long way. I mean, I think that's quite a long way as well. So it might be that a small staff room in here might not be the worst idea. Let's get another round of training. Oh, they're all looking really snazzy at the moment. I'm wondering if we should have a second doctor, whoops-a-daisy, to help with all these rooms. So at the moment, Clementine here is working, I suppose she's only working 2 rooms. She works this one and this one. She's probably alright, isn't she? We don't seem to have any big problems over here. Okay, fair enough. I think right. And then at the moment, we don't have any GPs missing, I don't think. Okay. The nurses are going to take ages to sort out, aren't they? These nurses, just forever. Let's get treatment training for that nurse. And we've got no assistants that need training. Donald here can have more mechanics. And you know what? I think we will get some ward training going as well. Tommy here
It's called incandescent meditation.
Can get some more
What you
training.
do is tie a bunch of light bulbs around you and breathe deeply.
But
for 6 hours.
it's running okay. This
On second
hospital,
thoughts,
it's not
That sounds
the
like too much
best.
breathing to me.
To be honest, it isn't the best. Because look at all these that we can clear out. So I think what would really benefit this when we come back to this hospital is following patients around and just checking how that flow is working and what we can do to improve it. Because there is a lot of walking around between these buildings. The buildings are large, the gap between them is large. And this is just going to continue, this problem, as we move on to more hospitals. I think we have a decent basic premise in place. You know, GPs, further diagnosis, and then treatment. But further diagnosis is split up into 2 on this one, and so's treatment. And most people coming out of here are probably going to come down here. This is quite a long walk. But you just got to work within the confines of the hospital, I guess. I think we're doing fairly okay, though. I mean, I think it's running pretty well. I'm pretty pleased with it. I think we probably will move on to the tricky old level of Flemington, which I have played on stream. If you would like to catch me playing this game live, where I'm on later levels and I tend to 3-star them in one sitting, then join me on Twitter, because I always tweet out when I'm going live and things like that on Twitch. Although all the links are in the description below for Twitch, Discord, Twitter, so that you can always catch me live and see what I'm doing, and you can actually then just ask any questions that you may have, and I can just answer them there and then, which is always nice. Oh look, more ward training has gone through. Fantastic. Should we just have a look at staff and their money? Yeah, because we've got some people that are quite unhappy, and I like the idea, now that we've got quite a lot of money coming in, I like the idea of making everybody happy with pay. This appeals to me. Should we do it? Oops. So I think if we start making everybody happy with pay, now that we can afford it, it just makes sense, doesn't it? Rather than having all these people unhappy with how much they're getting paid. Whoops. Not that much. We don't want you to be overpaid. We're not that rich, not yet. Okay. Let's get those ones. And oh, I keep doing it, look. Down these ones. Excellent. So many ward nurses, but it makes sense on this level to really embrace the fracture ward. I think many levels, many hospitals have those sorts of themes, you know, so, and this was the theme of this one, so we went nuts with it. Like I say, I haven't finished decorating it, but we will come back one day and make it so beautiful. So beautiful. God, they've both got really massive queues. I think it's because we're trying to upgrade this machine. We've possibly had breaks as well. Who knows? Maybe. We are ready for another round of training. Wow. Oh yeah, we discovered a new illness as well. Let me show you. It was
Jumbo, the richest company around.
shatters. There it is. Symptoms include exhaustion, aching, and sometimes all-consuming agony. The cause is unknown, but in 99% of documented cases, it occurs shortly after falling off a cliff. There we are. And the cure rate, we are worst at curing chest infection. So this may be a great machine to start upgrading next. It's a good way of sort of working it out. And then we can see then that it's just a whole range of ward treatments that we're just really terrible at curing, which is why, you know, I really like to keep this ward training going, right? We're just going to keep this ward training going. We're going to put Anna on it with Bertie, I think. And we'll just get them really, really good. Really, really good. But, oh, look, he did it. Excellent. Drug mixer is improved, everybody. Drug mixer is improved. So, I think, though, that... is this normal ward? This is just a normal ward, isn't it? How is the ward doing? Yeah, it's nice. He's just gone on break. And he's low. So, more nurses on this ward would actually be... Ooh, he's terribly dull. Would probably be a good idea, wouldn't it? Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. So, but yes, I think what we'll do is head to Flemington in the next episode and start building up this hostel. Because this one, it's good. It's okay. It got really dodgy after the change around, which always happens. It's always a bad time when we do that. And the layouts can really cause some headaches with these levels, and it's not going to get easier. So we'll see how we cope as we progress forwards to Flemington. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, please hit that like button. As long as you are here, why not check out one of my delectable videos available? Feel free to come stalk me on social media and be sure to share this video with friends so even more may watch my SHIZWAH. See you next time, peeps!